How far is too far when it comes to Kanye's West's shocking antics? This latest news will shock you because this is pretty disturbing compared to all that he has already done. Imagine this. You walk into what you think is a business meeting, and instead of a PowerPoint presentation, you're greeted by Kanye shirtless, his wife Bianca topless, and the sound of, you're not ready for this, moaning and clapping coming from the next room. Is this peak Kanye chaos, or has the man officially lost the plot? So let's set the stage. Kanye's been on a roll lately, and not in the way you'd hope. Over the past few years, it feels like he's been determined to one-up himself in the what is he thinking department. Kanye West never fails to grab the spotlight, often with jaw-dropping antics that keeps everyone talking. Remember when he ran for president and ended up breaking down on stage, sharing deeply personal family issues? That moment shocked fans and critics alike. Then there's his unconventional fashion phase with Bianca, where outfits seem to be more of an afterthought. It's as if Kanye wakes up every day determined to do something even more outrageous than the day before. And honestly, he succeeds every single time. But this new lawsuit? It's on a whole new level, even by Kanye's standards. I mean, just when you think that he's reached the peak of unpredictability, he finds a way to push it further. Whether it's his bold public statements, unique artist ventures, or bizarre controversies, Kanye has always managed to outdo himself. Love him or hate him, his ability to stay in the headlines is definitely unmatched, and his latest drama is no exception. It's just another chapter in the whirlwind saga of Kanye West, proving that he remains one of the most polarizing and talked about figures in entertainment today. Here's the tea. An ex-employee named Murphy just dropped a lawsuit, and the details are absolutely bonkers. It's November 2022. Murphy gets a call to meet Kanye at a fancy Beverly Hills hotel for what's supposed to be a work meeting. Sounds normal enough, right? Wrong. The moment Murphy steps into the room, he's greeted by Kanye, shirtless, pants unbuttoned, breathing heavily. Oh, and his wife Bianca? Topless, casually covering herself with her hands. But wait, it gets worse. Kanye, in true Kanye fashion, leaves the room, and what happens next is straight out of a bad sitcom. Murphy says he starts hearing loud moaning and clapping coming from the other room. Yes, moaning and clapping. Imagine standing there, trying to figure out if you're supposed to wait for Kanye to return or just moonwalk out of the hotel altogether. And then, like nothing happened, Kanye comes back, sits down, and starts showing Murphy, brace yourself, nude photos of Kim Kardashian. Yeah, his ex-wife. I mean, can we just pause for a second? The audacity. I mean, imagine being Kim, minding your own business, and finding out that your ex-husband is out here flashing old photos of you to his employees. Not cool, Kanye. Not cool. Kanye never fails to deliver headlines, and this latest story is no exception. During a recent meeting, his choice of wardrobe managed to steal the show, or rather, spark more controversy. According to Murphy, Kanye was wearing a sweatshirt featuring a symbol that's not just controversial, but outright tied to hate and division. Seriously, only Kanye would wake up and think that this was a good idea. It's the kind of move that screams, I don't care about the fallout. And, as expected, the internet is collectively facepalming. But wait, it gets weirder. Murphy revealed that Kanye later invited him to another hotel meeting, and this one cranked up the odd factor. Picture this, Kanye chilling with a famous NFL wide receiver, both of them wearing nothing but towels and prepping for massages. Yep, you heard that right. At this point, you'd have to wonder if Murphy started questioning all his life decisions. And yes, this bizarre background noise made a comeback, moaning and clapping from the next room. It's like Kanye decided to turn the Beverly Hills Hotel into some kind of avant-garde performance art set. Now let's talk about that NFL player. Murphy didn't drop any names, but the internet is buzzing with speculation. Recently, reports emerged about a particular hotel meeting that left everyone scratching their heads. According to Murphy, Kanye was joined by a famous NFL wide receiver during one of these encounters. Both men were reportedly wearing nothing but towels, gearing up for massages in what can only be described as peak Kanye level absurdity. In the background, there were some odd sounds emanating from the next room, adding an extra layer of strangeness to the already surreal scene. The NFL twist has everyone buzzing, with fans desperate to figure out who the mystery player might be. Antonio Brown's name's in the mix, thanks to his knack for grabbing headlines, while some think it could be Odell Beckham Jr. with his unpredictable vibe. Either way, the guessing game has people talking non-stop, and the internet is eating it up. As always, Kanye, the king of keeping people on their toes, whether it's his wild fashion choices or his off-the-wall behavior, he's all about doing the unexpected. This latest saga feels like it's straight out of some bizarre reality show, part art piece, part chaos, and 100% Kanye. Whether he's planning it all or just rolling with whatever comes to mind, Kanye knows how to stay in the spotlight. His antics might confuse or frustrate people, but one thing's for sure, he's impossible to ignore. This is just another wild chapter in the ongoing story of Kanye West, and somehow he always leaves us wondering what's next. And while all this is going on, let's not forget Kanye's, unique relationship dynamics with Bianca. Word on the street is that Kanye has been taking controlling to a whole new level. There were reports that he has been hiring private investigators to follow Bianca whenever she travels alone. I mean, imagine being married to someone who's literally tracking your every move like it's a spy movie. Like, Bianca's just trying to visit her family in Australia, and Kanye's out here playing James Bond. Between that and the whole minimalist wardrobe situation he imposed on her, you've got to wonder, how does Bianca deal with it? Because, let's be real, this isn't exactly a normal marriage dynamic. Meanwhile, in Kardashian land, Kim is trying to keep her life together despite the chaos swirling around her. She's balancing being a single mom to 4 kids, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, while dealing with the endless drama that comes with being Kanye's West ex. In a recent interview, Kim opened up about how tough things have been, even admitting that some nights she cries herself to sleep. And honestly, who wouldn't? Raising 4 kids under 12 is already a full-time job. But doing it while your ex is pulling one headline-grabbing stunt after another, I mean, that's the next level stress. Kim's out here juggling school drop-offs, bedtime routines, and dance recitals, while Kanye's out there showing off her private photos to employees. If anyone deserves an award for keeping it together, it's Kim. It's hard not to think about how much Kanye has changed over the years. This is the same guy who gave us College Dropout and Graduation, the albums that defined an era. Back then, he was a musical genius, a cultural force who set trends and shaped conversations with every project. Fast forward to today, and the Kanye we see is, well, different. He's facing lawsuits for bizarre behavior in meetings, and walking around in sweatshirts plastered with controversial symbols. The shift is so dramatic, it feels like a real-life Shakespearean tragedy. I mean, how do we go from the Kanye who gave us Jesus Walks to one who becomes a walking headline for all the wrong reasons? Watching his fall from grace is equal parts sad and fascinating. For all his flaws, there's still a part of everyone that remembers his genius and wishes that he could find his way back to the artist who once stopped the world with a single verse. And before anyone jumps in on the, oh, it's just Kanye being Kanye defense, let's unpack that. There's a fine line between being eccentric and being completely inappropriate. Wearing wild outfits, interrupting award shows, and saying controversial things, that's eccentric. Making your employees sit through your private moments and showing them intimate photos of your ex-wife, that's a whole nother other level of wrong. Let's call a spade here. This behavior isn't just quirky, it's toxic, and it's affecting real people. So there you have it, the latest chapter in the whirlwind life of Kanye West. Kanye might be spiraling into chaos, but let's not forget the brilliance that he brought to the table in the past. Meanwhile, Kim is out here proving that she's more than just a reality star. She's a hustler, a mom, and someone who's doing her best to navigate a nearly impossible situation with grace. What's next for them? With Kanye, you can never predict, and with Kim, you can bet that she's hustling and thriving no matter what comes her way. One thing's for sure, the drama is far from over, and we'll be watching every twist and turn. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on your favorite celebs. See you next time.